Hello from Inside Drug Discovery. This video is a brief description of a drug, GOMEKLI, which was approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This video mostly emphasizes the medicinal chemistry properties of the drug rather than patient outcomes. GOMEKLI was approved on February 11th, 2025. GOMEKLI is approved for the treatment of neurofibromatosis type 1. We will see more details about the indication on the next screen. The active pharmaceutical ingredient is mirdametinib. The drug is administered orally twice per day in the form of 1 or 2 milligram capsules in adults. The number of capsules can vary based on body surface area of the patient. The NDA sponsor is SpringWorks Therapeutics in Stamford, Connecticut. The prescribing information insert of GOMEKLI is cited at the bottom of the slide and serves as a primary reference for this video. The indication of GOMEKLI is neurofibromatosis type 1 or NF1. NF1 is a congenital disorder based on mutations in the NF1 tumor suppressor gene. The condition is often progressive, starting with dark spots in the skin and freckling, and advancing to small non-malignant tumors within nerves in the skin, spinal column, and brain. These are neurofibromas. Some NF1 patients develop larger tumors involving multiple nerves. These are plexiform neurofibromas and can become malignant. GOMEKLI is approved for NF1 patients of age 2 or older with plexiform neurofibromas that cannot be removed through surgery. The target for mirdametinib, the active pharmaceutical ingredient in GOMEKLI, is MEK1 and MEK2. That is mitogen-activated protein kinase 1 and 2. Based on the drug's target, the origin of the brand name of the drug is more apparent. GOMEKLI. Mirdametinib has an IC50 against MEK1 of about 7.9 nanomolar, according to IUPhar's Guide to Pharmacology. I was not able to find the IC50 against MEK2. Through inhibition of MEK1 and MEK2, the downstream phosphorylation of ERK, extracellular signal-related kinase, is reduced. As a consequence, both the incidence and volume of neurofibroma tumors are reduced. Here are some physicochemical properties of mirdametinib. The molecular weight is 482 grams per mole. Over 25% of the mass is from this single iodine atom, which is not the most common element to encounter in an oral drug. The X-log P is 3.4, the number of hydrogen bond donors is 4, and hydrogen bond acceptors are 4. The structure has 8 rotatable bonds and a total polar surface area of 91 square angstroms. Water solubility is 0.25 mg per milliliter, no doubt helped by this vicinal diol. Now we have the PK properties of mirdametinib. The half-life is long at 28 hours. The volume of distribution is 255 liters or approximately 3.6 liters per kilogram, assuming a typical patient is 70 kilograms. Total clearance is 6.3 liters per hour, or about 1.5 milliliters per minute per kilogram. So the volume of distribution is fairly moderate, and the clearance is quite low. The low clearance helps elevate the half-life. The oral bioavailability is not reported, and plasma protein binding is over 99%. Metabolism of mirdametinib seems to revolve around the diol with oxidation and glucuronidation, so a mix of phase 1 and phase 2 metabolism. In a study involving radiolabeled drugs, 68% of the radioactivity was recovered in urine and 27% in feces. Less than 10% of the radioactivity was in the form of unchanged mirdametinib. GOMEKLI does carry some warnings and adverse reactions. Warnings include ocular toxicity, embryo-fetal toxicity, left ventricular dysfunction, and dermatologic adverse reactions. Both the vision and ventricular function of patients are to be monitored regularly during treatment. Adverse reactions that were observed in over 25% of all patients include rash, diarrhea, nausea, musculoskeletal pain, and vomiting. Adults also experienced fatigue. Pediatric patients also experienced abdominal pain, headache, paronychia, which is an infection in the skin around one's nail beds, and left ventricular dysfunction. Some laboratory abnormalities were also noted in patients. Of course, a full disclosure of risks can be found in the prescribing information. That is a summary of GOMEKLI, which was approved in a new drug application by the U.S. FDA on February 11th of 2025. GOMEKLI is approved for the treatment of certain adult and pediatric patients with neurofibromatosis type 1. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, making a comment, or leaving a question. Take care.